I'm Shah from Compare.Parts. Today I have the SBD Digital Dash for the Nissan GT-R, which I'm going to be unboxing and installing today. So first up, it's a beta product, so it's just come to market. I don't know if that many people in the UK have got them. I'm really excited to get it installed. I think a digital dash is something that this platform really lacks, and I think it'll really be cool to replace those kind of dated mechanical gauges. So on the market, we've only really had the Motec up until this point, and that's like the C1212, which is their landscape dash. It's not cheap. I think it's around about $8,000. I haven't checked recently. I'm not knocking the Motec product. It's probably an amazing product if you have that kind of disposable cash to chuck at it. This is a FBO or 4.25 for people in the UK, and I don't need to chuck £7 grand at a digital dash. So I was excited when the product came out. There has been a bit of confusion because at the same time Chris from SBD, or Speed by Design, released this product, another product came to market as well by a company called A-Car Dash, and obviously installed they look similar, so there's been some confusion in the GT-R community about, hey, is it the same product, is it just different software? As far as I know, they're different products. One runs on Linux system. From the pictures it looks like they say a different PCB board. I don't have the other product to do a fair comparison. You know, if someone wants to send me one, go for it, I'll do a comparison, but for now I've only got this one. And I'm not sponsored by Chris. I paid for this myself, it came out of my own pocket. It was a Christmas present to myself. So yeah, so let's open this thing up and have a look. Right, we've got the crotch shot here. Let's open this up and have a look at what we've got here. Definitely not as elegant as unbox therapy here, but we've got a bit of dash that. What we got? So, bear in mind I haven't really looked at this box, so what have we got here? That looks like an OBD port to some sort of connector. Don't know if the camera's showing that. OBD port to a connector. Get that in there. What's this? This looks like a HDMI to HDMI cable. Okay. Looks all good. Right, let's put this, chuck that in the car, get rid of that. We have got a USB to USB-A male to USB-A female. Chuck that in the car. Got some screws and clips over there for. And here's the dash. Oh, and we've got some brackets. So we have this bracket here. Oh, that's a plastic bracket. And we have another one here. Okay, chuck them in the car as well. Bear in mind, I've never installed this dash. I don't know what it is. They've given us some sort of instruction manual here, which looks okay. This only applies to fixed brackets and screws for 2017 and to 2023 models. So okay, 1, 2, 4. So the screws and those brackets are for my car because I have a My17 model. And the more exciting thing, here is the dash. So, right, let's dash this box. We've got the dash here. That looks pretty smart. It's definitely pretty solid. So this looks like it has some sort of aluminium shell on the outside. This definitely feels alloy or some sort of steel, and the back is either some hard plastic. I'm not like a product review expert. We can see on the back we have got a HDMI input, which is here, and we've got a USB-A input, which is here. This looks like is what connects to the OBD port. I think the only thing that slightly doesn't agree with me is if you see that little circle here, but I'm probably being fussy. And I hope it's not one of those annoying little beeping noises, you know, when you don't put your seatbelt on. Beep, beep, beep. Put your belt on. I hope it's not one of those. If it is, I'm going to have to tell Chris we need the option to turn it off. But you can't really see it in the camera, but I can see where the dash kind of cuts in. It's almost, you can see the slight edges there. So it is pretty wide. I've got to say, they've pretty much used all of the real estate they can in that dash. So there we go. Right, I'm going to now start to take my car apart and get this thing installed. Plug the dash into the OBD port. Let's have a look. There we go. Another crotch shot for you. Oh wow. Let's see what happens. Ooh. Did you hear it beep? I did. Woo! Look at that.
Before you install the dash, you must connect it to your GT-R's OBD port with the original clocks intact. This syncs the mileage to the SBD Dash. It's in the instructions, which I didn't read.
That does look cool. Alright, so this looks good so far. And obviously I've got no buttons, so I can't really do it much. So I think I should stop effing about and actually get it in the car. Alright? But so far so good. Woo! Digital Dash. I know, I'm a big kid. It's Christmas. Right, so we need to remove the steering wheel cover. There's a little tab here, and there is a little tab here. So have your ignition on. Should be able to turn the wheel and get to it. So there's one Phillips there, another on the other side, and then I was forever trying to get this off, and then I realised there's another one underneath of it. That here. Let me get this up. Where are we? Hey, can you see that little one there? That little one there. That little thing. I didn't see that. So I'm sitting there forever wiggling this thing. Okay, so this probably took me a little bit longer than I care to admit, but I managed to get the plastics off the steering. I think I looked online at the videos and they are installations for like CBA, DBA, and I think the column's a little bit different. On those other videos they were telling to take the bottom half of the column out, but I think on the EBA it's the other way around, you've got to take the top off. So those of you who've done this before already know this, but I haven't, so there we go. Top's off. There, that's loose. The bottom doesn't really come off. Maybe if I remove the steering wheel, but I don't think I need to take it off. I hope not. Right, the 4 bolts I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to take a video of this so you can see it. There's one there, which I've just left it rest in, and you can see the other hole. I think you can see the other hole next to it. There it is. 2. And the wires, the giveaway, the wire and loom there. And then you've got another 2 on the other side of it, which, I'm sorry, it's just not really showing very well because the plastic's in the way. I've got one of them off. Come on, zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. There we go. One there, one there. So 1, 2. Right. 3, 4. Okay, so we've got the 4 10mm bolts off. This is now loose. Comes up. Before I go any further, I'm going to disconnect the battery because that beeping is doing my head in. So I think you all pretty know how to do that. Pop the bonnet, remove the ground terminal. Right, after a little bit of jiggling around, I've managed to get it looking like that. And then I just wanted to show you behind here, you've got one connector up here, there, and then you've got another connector here. And this is in there, and it basically, once that's in there, it's like a little plastic, it's like a U-clip. It holds the wire in, gives you restrictive movement. As soon as you pull it out there, the dash is a bit freer. So maybe I can get a pair of pliers on here, pull that one out, and that one, unless you've got super strong fingers, your finger's quite tight to get out. So pull those two out, and then the whole dash should come apart, and then we should be able to start taking it apart and putting the new one in. Right, so I've removed this from the car. This is the original clocks. And we have the new SBD Dash over here on the right hand side, and they gave us a couple of these brackets. So I've had a look around, and I believe they kind of hook on like this, because there's like a couple of extra holes up here which mirror the holes over on this side. So I think that's the same on both of these. So I'm going to try to take this apart. Okay, so this comes clips. So there are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws here, and then it slides out. Here we go. Right. Ah, there's another 2 screws up here that are hidden behind. Alright, so I've taken off the little plastic brackets for now, because I figured I could just add them after if I wanted to, and at the moment this is just sitting in there. Literally just dropped it in, and it so far looks okay. Just need to line it all up and bring this down a bit. So let's get those 2 screws in. Ah, now I get what these are for. So that goes in there like that. And then I believe we use their screws. Hold that in place. So there's one. I'm not going to do this all the way tight. And then we've got the other one. Let's put that in over this side, slide that in. And then this one over here. Okay, that does. Just needs a little bit of gentle persuasion.
As I mentioned in the intro, this is the first time I'm installing this dash, and I didn't realise the mistake I was about to make. On the OEM dash, there are another 4 metal clips that need to be removed and installed on the SBD dash. It's what the 4 10mm bolt into from underneath of the steering column. I cover it later on in the video, but to save you any frustration, especially if you are installing the dash and watching the video at the same time, make sure you check out the timeline, remove those 4 clips and install them at this stage.
So you can kind of see how that's been installed. One there and one there, and then obviously I've got to put these 2 top ones in, which I haven't done yet. Yeah, pretty close, good enough. At least they've elongated the holes. So put those 2 in next, and then I'll flip this around. Okay, now we've got the top 2 screws in, one there and one there. Alright, let's have a look. How does she look? Look at that. She's all in there. Looking good so far. That is flawless. So remember earlier I was saying about these 2 plastic brackets and what do we do with them? So I was like, nah, maybe we don't need them. But when you try to put this hood back on, it doesn't fit because the screen is wider, so this doesn't fit back on. So I think the idea being, if I look at the side here of, that's the original OEM panel, and it's got these little teeth on it, see? And this has got the same teeth. So I think we don't end up having any of this, and then we just use these instead. I wonder what that would look like. When I installed these originally, I didn't install them correctly. The 4 little tabs have to be on the inside of the trim, not on the outside. They shouldn't be flapping around on the outside. They should be really tight on the inside. So make sure you do that correctly when you install this. So remember earlier, I was looking at this and I got so excited I just kind of got on with it. And I didn't read at the back in big red font that says, no, synchronize the mileage before installing the digital dashboard. Scan the QR code to watch the video. Thank you, Chris. I did watch the video. And that cable, which has the OBD port connected to it, which goes to the back of the dash, is specifically for syncing the mileage. So literally, before you install the dash, plug it in with the OBD, it gets the mileage off it, unplug it. We don't need that cable anymore. So, yes, follow the instructions. Don't be me. I'm a typical bloke, just get on with it. Okay, so we have the dash installed here. There we go. Looking lovely. Now I've got to fit this in the car. I think probably one of the things I'll do is I'll route the HDMI cable and the USB cable down the bottom, so I've got access to it. So they've given us a decent sized USB HDMI cable, so I'll just thread that down. That's nice, 90-degree bend, and they got the bend the right way, so it bends downwards. That's nice, good little attention to detail there, guys. Woohoo! There we go. Alright, I'm just showing you through the windscreen. That is on the back of the dash, just how it plugs back in. So we have the HDMI cable and the USB cable, and I've just put a USB extension on there. It doesn't reach. And then you've got the existing plug there, and then that is the normal wire, and it just plugs in. Pretty straightforward. That other one there, that white one there, we don't need that anymore. I think that's just to sync the mileage. Right, so this is a little bit annoying. So on the bottom of it we've got these things here, right, which allow the bolt to go through. I've just fitted the other dash and it doesn't have them, so now I've got to take the dash out, unplug it again, take these off and fit it to that one, which is a bit annoying because these are just 4 metal clips. You could just include it on the old dash. You know, if I wanted to sell this for some reason, then these things are missing, so if anyone wanted to buy it, they would have to basically take it off their old one and put it on this. It just seems like a bit like, well, why don't you just include them in the package? So Chris, if you end up watching this video, can you just please include 4 of these, please? Just Means you don't have to mess about taking them off the old dash. Right, dash is all fitted, as you can see. I'm just going to power it up and go through some of the features with you guys so we can see. So let's turn her on. That is accessory. So no dash on accessory. We put the ignition on, then the dash boots up. There we go. It's quite a nice, that was pretty quick. And I was playing around with settings earlier, so it remembers what you were doing before. So we've got these themes, unit, so I'm just going to change this unit. So I'm changing these here by using these buttons over here. And I think this is going to be like an OK button. Yeah, that is. So that says temperature unit, Fahrenheit. I'm going to change it to Celsius. Okay, let me see if I can zoom in a bit on that. There we go. Celsius, fuel unit, MPG, mile, US. Go into that one. UK, perfect. Pressure unit, PSI, fine. Speed miles. Okay, nice. That looks good. Now how do I get out? There's that back. Okay. Pretty intuitive. Just go through the menus again. Okay, let's see what these themes are. Oh. Did I mean to do? Oh, here we go. Oh no. Hell no. That's not a nice theme. No, let's try that one again. Theme 2. Okay, we have the Audi look. Let's try that again, theme 3. Ooh, fancy. It looks like something like 2 flying saucers. Okay. Theme 4, coming right up. Oh wow, we got proper... Isn't this like what Teslas have? I don't know, I haven't got a Tesla. Looks a bit like the Tesla view. And my favourite, probably theme 5. No doubt Chris will be releasing more themes for us. Yeah, I like this one. Good job, Chris. This is pretty damn good. Alright. I would take the car out for a spin tonight, but I'm blocked in. I'll have to be tomorrow. But so far so good. All installed, all looking nice. Say hi.
Hi.
Alright, it's my daughter. Go on, get in the car.
Baba, what did you do here?
I made a mess.
Oh, Baba.
Well, yeah, I had to kind of fit something. So do you think you can sit in here and not step on anything?
Try. Are you kidding me?
Go on.
Oh my god. Oh my. Oh.
Alright.
Baba, you still got my car seat, Ken.
Yeah, of course. Okay.
Hello, Ian.
Alright, turn around. Alright, do you know how to put the power on the car? The red button.
Oh, here, this one.
Yeah, press it twice. Now look in front of you here.
I didn't lift up because I feel like I'm playing a video game.
Yeah.
I forgot my seatbelt on.
Huh?
I forgot the seatbelt on.
That's okay, darling. We're not going for a drive.
What should I do now?
Look, so you can press this, and we can go through different screens. But what I wanted to do for you, and I haven't done it yet, is I'm going to plug a Nintendo Switch into there.
Why are you?
So you can play Mario Kart.
Oh yes, so when you're driving, I can do. But what about my car seat?
Yeah, but basically you'll be able to sit in the car and play Mario Kart. How cool is that?
Can we get out now?
Yes.